Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. His Royal Highness Prince Faisal the Regent met with the President of the German Federal Council, the Bundesrat, Michael Müller, where they discussed bilateral relations and current regional developments at Al Husseiniya Palace. Prince Faisal, who thanked Germany for its support to Jordan in its development programs, highlighted the kingdom's stances on regional crises and efforts towards finding political solutions to them. Discussions also included endeavors to revive Palestinian-Israeli peace talks and regional and international efforts in the war on terrorism. Deputy Prime Minister and State Minister for Cabinet Affairs Jamal al-Sarayri also met with the President of the Bundesrat and Mayor of Berlin, Michael Müller. Sarayri told Müller that regional security and stability will only be achieved when a just solution is found to the Palestinian issue, while comprehensive peace in the region will guarantee that funds currently being used for military purposes would be directed towards development. Acting Senate President Ma'rouf al-Bakhit also received the President of the Bundesrat, Michael Müller. Bakhit, who highlighted Jordan's comprehensive reforms, also thanked Germany for its stance on the U.S. decision to move its embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Müller, meanwhile, underlined the need to step up joint economic, technological, educational and cultural cooperation, among others. The Cabinet discussed a number of amended laws at its weekly meeting, which was chaired by Prime Minister Hani al-Mulki. The Cabinet approved financing a project that will reduce energy consumption among low-energy consumers and households in the local communities. The Ministry of Planning and International Cooperation will finance the project from its 2018 Renewable Energy and Efficiency Fund budget. It also approved a fund system to combat drugs and psychotropic substances for the year 2018 and will send it to the Legislation and Opinion Bureau for approval. The Cabinet also discussed an amendment to a law that would consider crimes of armed robbery, racketeering, and assault on investors as economic crimes that would come under the State Security Court's jurisdiction. Jordan condemned a suspected chemical weapons attack on Douma, east of the Syrian capital Damascus, which killed dozens of innocent civilians and called for an international investigation urgently. Minister of State for Media Affairs Mohammed al-Momani said Jordan strongly condemns this vicious crime and supports the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons investigation into the attack. Momani reiterated Jordan's position that the Syrian conflict should be resolved politically to spare the country and its people further war and destruction. He added that Syrians should listen to the voice of reason, start negotiations to end the conflict, and reach a political solution to preserve Syria's unity and avoid further destruction and bloodshed. There was also international condemnation to the suspected Douma attack. U.S. President Donald Trump said he would make a decision on a response probably by the end of the day. He said he was talking to military leaders to see whether Russia, the Syrian government, or Iran, or all of them together, were responsible for the attack. But the Syrian government and Russia denied any such involvement. And while world reactions poured in, unidentified warplanes struck a Syrian airbase near Homs, killing at least 14 people. Syria and Russia accused Israel over the attack. Israel, however, remained mum on the incident and only said the Tiaz, or T4 airbase, was being used by troops from Iran and that Israel would not accept such a presence in Syria. The Russian military said 2 Israeli F-15 warplanes carried out the strike, while the Russian Defense Ministry said Syrian air defense systems had shot down 5 of 8 fired missiles. In sports, Britain's Cal Crutchlow won the Argentine Grand Prix for the LCR Honda team to lead the MotoGP World Championship after 2 races. Crutchlow, who is the first Briton to lead the top category since the late Barry Sheene in '79, now has 38 points. In a thrilling race during which Honda's reigning world champion Marc Marquez was penalized for a collision with Yamaha's Italian great Valentino Rossi, Frenchman Johann Zarco finished a close second for Tech 3 Yamaha. Spaniard Alex Rins was third for Suzuki. And finally, a look at the weather. It will be cold and partly cloudy tonight, with scattered showers expected in the northern parts of the kingdom. It will continue to be cold tomorrow as temperatures further drop below their seasonal average. Scattered showers are expected in the north and center before reaching the eastern parts of Jordan. Amman can expect a high of 17 degrees Celsius tomorrow and a low of 9 degrees, while in the Gulf of Aqaba it will be warm with a high of 28 degrees and a low of 17 at night. With this, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Dana Abu Sham. Thanks for watching and have a good night.